goes fast. Ooh. I never know. Hello, can you guys see us? Hello, out there. Hello, can you see us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us and see us? Those are two important things. The counter's up there, so I think you guys can see us. I'm going to refresh my phone here real quick. And I see us too. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. All right. Are we coming in clear? Can you see us? Hello. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's lots of friends in the chat already.
Hi,
thank you guys for being here. Happy October 1st.
That's crazy.
What? It's October already? My gosh. I thought it was just, it feels like it was just like Easter not very long ago.
I knew it was October 1st, but then like I forgot. And then like you just reminded me again. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's officially spooky season up in these parts, officially. So happy October 1st. And it's also MJ Bear's birthday month this month. So happy early
And Rusty Snail.
And Rusty Snail, yes. Yes, we learned that last night. Yes.
And we love
All right. Let's say hello to the friends, and we'll briefly go over how the sale is going to work tonight, and then we'll get right into it. So we're not here super late tonight. I already know who was first in the chat super early today at 3:31 p.m. 3:30. Mr. William was here.
Yeah.
In chat already. Early bird. And second is Moose. She's on the loose. Hey, Dusty. Good to see you tonight. And rounding out top 3 tonight is Miss Paula. Hey, Paula. Good to see you. Perla is also here. Hey, Perla. And Aaron is here. Hey, Aaron. Scroll. Miss Karen G. Karen's going to be our bid ender tonight. So thanks so much, Karen. Appreciate you. Mama Pam's here. Hey, Mama Pam.
Hi.
Scroll. Kim's here with us tonight. Kim's going to be helping out in the chat. Thank you, Kim. Always for helping out. Spark Joy in Life is here. Hello. Miss Judy has joined us tonight. Hey, Judy. Good to see you. Hey, Judy, I have to email you back. I apologize. I didn't email you back, but I will. I will as soon as the sale is done. Let's see who else is here. Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Good to see you. Jason's here. Hey, Jason.
Happy belated birthday, Jason.
Yes. How was your birthday? Well, I guess I can't ask you that because you can't answer. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. I'm sure you were busy because it was extra in Pennsylvania over the weekend. So I'm sure Jason had a busy day. Janet is here with us. Hey, Janet. Good to see you. Sandy B is here. Hey, Sandy. Angela is with us tonight. Welcome. Caroline is here. Quail. Hey, lady. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Scroll. Miss Shannon Ferrara. Hello, Shannon. Good to see you. Joe's with us tonight. Hey, Joe.
Howdy, Joe.
I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, but hopefully I got everybody. Welcome in, everybody that's joining us tonight, and everybody that's watching in the Lurkers Lounge tonight. Since it's October 1st, I feel like the snack is probably popcorn balls and apple cider, maybe, is the snack, and some sort of cheese. There's always cheese.
And we can't forget candied apples.
Always cheese. You can't have a Lurkers Lounge party without cheese. Yes, and if you could make sure and give the broadcast a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. And sitting next to me tonight is the lovely Arianna of the Withering Cottage, aka the Withering Woman, is here. Always love to do Halloween spooky sales with Arianna. So thank you for coming back. It's going to be so much fun.
With you.
I know that you did a little sneaky peek last week of a couple things, but I have no idea.
None.
No idea. So we're all going to be in for a treat and a surprise throughout the sale tonight.
Or maybe a trick.
Because I know that you made a lot of handmade stuff tonight.
I made a few things. Yeah, I made some things, brought some things. It's a mix.
All I don't know about there's never leftover cheese curds from Elkhorn, Jason. Never, ever. Those go down real quick. Brenda just popped in the bottom of the chat. Hey, Brenda, good to see you tonight. All right, so let's briefly go over how the sale is going to work tonight, and then we will get right into it. First, I'm gonna put some slides up here on the screen. So first, you want to make sure you're in live chat all messages and not top chat. Be in the best version of the chat you can. If you're in top chat, it is going to filter out some of the comments. You might miss a bid, that sort of thing. So always check and make sure you're in live chat all messages. Refresh often. We encourage that due to the lag that we experience here on YouTube. So you can close out YouTube to come back in. Or if you tap on the upper right-hand corner where my kitty icon just popped up, you can find a gear wheel icon up there. If you tap on that, hit playback speed, hit 2 times. If you're lagging behind at all, we're going to sound funny until you're caught up with us again. We're going to sound like chipmunks probably until you're caught up with us. Do that as often as possible. We encourage that, especially before you put in any kind of bits into the chat. It's always good to do the refresh. We will be doing offer ups and a few quick claims tonight. So we'll talk about the quick claims when we get to them. But for the most part, we're going to do offer ups. That is the bidding. So we'll give you a start price. I will highlight it up here on the screen. We'll make sure and give you any kind of information that we know about the item that we're showing, or note if it's handmade by us as well. Definitely we'll give you some measurements and note any kind of issues, any kind of damage or repairs, that sort of thing that the item might have. But do keep in mind that vintage and antique items that we are showing tonight have had a life. So they are probably not in pristine condition, but we do our best to show everything to you while we're here live. If you're interested on the item that we're showing, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as they come into StreamYard up here on the screen. We will do a 20-second countdown. Hopefully that is enough time for everybody to get their bids in there. But don't wait till the last second. The lag will get you, and you will come in after the bid ends. So don't wait too long to put in any kind of bids or just in cases that we are doing here tonight. And the highest bid that we see come in before Karen G's bid end tonight will be the winner. And like I said, we are doing just in cases here tonight. I know Miss Arianna does not do just in cases on her channel, but we are doing them here tonight. So now is your opportunity to give it a try if you want to. All that we ask to use a just in case is that you have been an active bidder. So as long as you have at least one bid in on the current item that you're seeing on the screen, you can put that bid in at any point in time. But all that we ask is you have at least one bid in there to use it just in case during the countdown. That is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC. Type that into the chat during the countdown. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Do keep in mind, multiple just in cases that come in before the bid end do turn into regular bids. And if you win an item tonight, we do need some information from you, especially if you're a new buyer to either one of us tonight, or maybe it's been a while since you've shopped with us. It's always good to just send the information again. So we do need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that is okay. You do not have to have a PayPal account to shop with us. But let us know that you need a guest checkout when you send that info to us in the email. That way, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to that invoice, and then you can check out with any debit or credit card. Super easy. And keep in mind, when we do send our invoices out, payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. Right now, our emails are up here on the screen. You're welcome to take a screenshot. If you need to come back to that at any point in time, you can also find all of our information down in the description of the video. I've also pinned info in the top of the chat. So there's a pinned comment up there where you can find it. And I know that my lovely mod ladies do a great job putting them into the sale throughout the broadcast tonight. So pretty easy to find that information. I don't know why my color changed, but that's no fun. Blue's no fun. Orange is much better. Okay. Now we're back into Halloweeny. All right. And then we are going to talk about shipping, and then when we're doing our invoices, and we'll get into it. Shipping is not included with the winning bid price, so that is additional. I do know that we both use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates versus the full-on retail that you would pay at the post office. So you guys pay the same thing that we do. We just pass that savings on to you guys. And we calculate your shipping based on where you live in relation to us, the weight and size of your package. That's why we need your full shipping address. And we do have shipping available to anywhere in the U.S. and Australia if Philomena decides to pop in the sale tonight. But this is a recent change. We do not have shipping right now to Canada due to a Canada-wide postal strike. So unfortunately, we cannot ship to Canada, and Canada can't ship to us. Sad face. So no shipping. I'm sorry, Canadians, but that's on hold for right now. I do ship from Michigan, and Arianna ships from the Bodunks of Georgia. So we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing, and then we'll get into it. All right. Arianna, when are you doing your invoicing this week?
Tomorrow. And I'm combining shipping with my sale from last night. So if you purchased from me last night, I'm definitely offering combined shipping for tonight's sale.
I am doing mine on Friday this week because I have sale tomorrow night with Jason here on my channel, Fantastic Finds at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'm happy to combine ship with that. If you get anything from me both nights, they can ride together as long as it's safe to do so. So Friday for me, and I will email you when your invoices go out there in email land. All right. Whew. That was a lot of information. Of course, if anybody has questions as we go, let us know down in the chat. I know there's a lot of familiar folks that are here all the time that can help out in the chat if we can't answer anything for you as well. So I'm going to get the screen set up, and we're going to have Arianna go first. You're a little blurry, dear.
I was going to say, for those of you who don't know, Elon Musk hates me. I got, what do you call it? Starlink internet, because my internet was never good, and Starlink was better. And it's not really. It's not.
Can I say something real quick before you get started? Are you gonna switch internets?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix that. Yeah, go for it.
As far as I know, I haven't seen anything that is affecting the U.S. Postal Service at this current point in time. So shipping should not be affected by anything. No. Nope. Just Canada. Just Canada. Can't do anything about that one. All right. Come on, internet.
I don't know if that's any better or if that's worse. Is that any better or worse?
Usually it takes like a minute to clear up. I know usually when you switch it usually takes like a couple minutes, and then it clears about. Usually for me. But sometimes people say you're blurry, and you're not blurry for me, so it could be either one.
Do you want to go first and give
not much. Shannon says better. I don't know. Maybe switch it back. Switch it back.
Okay, I'll switch it back. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Trust me, I pay a lot for this internet.
I know. You can't get much out in the middle of nowhere. I know. Don says blurry. Yeah, hopefully we'll fix it. Thank you guys for coming and joining us tonight. We appreciate you being here.
So sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, hang on. Any better? Check 1, 2.
We'll give it a minute. Jamie. Hey, lady. Good to see ya. Hey, Jamie. All right.
Hi, Jamie.
We'll just give it a minute.
I'm going to try one more thing. Let's see if that helps at all. Oh, my goodness. Of course, this would just be my luck. Do you want to go first, Amy, while I try to fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that. That is totally fine. All right. Now I don't know what I'm going to start with. I don't know.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I'll figure it out. Okay. Let's start with some vintage. So I do know between the two of us, we have a good mixture of vintage, antique, and handmade tonight. So I'm going to start with some vintage. And I have some black cat shakers. All right. And they are big. I think that these would definitely qualify as range shakers. I don't even know if they're both going to fit on my board here because they're large and in charge meow meows. They are big black cats. Here's my hand for reference. So much larger than typical salt and pepper shaker size. Well, William Yeager just gifted 10 channel memberships to the channel, and they're coming in right now, so I get to read off who got memberships. I'm going to take my start bid off real quick, and we'll go do that first. So let me see. Thank you, William. Appreciate that. All right, who got memberships? Steph sells Stuff by the Seashore, J.O. Jennifer, Brooke, Handlin, Debs, Simply Shenanigans, April Rain, Desi's Boho Flamingo, Barb at Winking Owl Antiques, and Exclaimed Canine. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And thank you, William, for all of that. So we get to see Parmesan.
Thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to add, yay, we can see you again. Okay. Thank you guys so much. And everybody that just, if anybody's here that just got a membership, you now have special access to emojis, special emojis that you can type in the chat. There is a Halloween pumpkin that you can use as well. Brooke just typed them all in there so you can see what they all look like. Yeah. So super fun. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I'm going to get my cats back up here. All right, my cat's back up here. They're going to start at 24. They are large and in charge. They are redware, black cats. They're made by Shafford, and there's no damage to these cats. But, you know, with salt and pepper shakers, I definitely think this is the size that you could put on your oven or range shakers because they're much larger than your standard size shakers. But these just make great figurines. You wouldn't necessarily have to use these as salt and pepper shakers. Of course, you can if you would like. The one that is sitting, and I really like, they're just spooky yellow eyes peeking out. So the yellow on these is cold paint. So that can scratch off of there, but the black is fully glazed on there. This one does have the cork stopper on the bottom. You can see the redware clay peeking out of the bottom. And I'm going to move this guy over. This one's probably my favorite of the two. I like that they did different poses. So there's no chips, no damage or repairs on either one. This one, though, just does not have the cork. So he's missing his cork stopper on the bottom, but they are both really nice condition. Measurement for them. So I have to find these. They are 5 inches by 3 3/4 on the sitting one, and then the other one is 4.5 by 3 1/4. So that is the sizing there. Spooky for Halloween, but good for year round, of course. Meow meow. Love these guys. But yeah,
Those are the largest salt and pepper shakers. I love them.
They are huge. Yeah, there's my face. So, you know, we always compare stuff to our heads. But yeah, I wish I had like another salt and pepper shaker nearby that I could show you, like in relation to a normal size shaker. They are much, much bigger. Hey, B Avenue, welcome in. All right. So we are going to do a recap at the end. All right. So we'll bring back stuff and we'll get Miss Arianna going.
Oh, I hope it's better. This stresses me out like y'all would not believe the internet issue. I'm going to have to move. I just know it. All right. First items are going to be a straight claim. I actually have 5 of each color. So I'm going to show them to you, and then can you not see me? Am I frozen?
A little bit. A little choppy.
Oh my goodness
I'm
gracious.
sorry.
I'm not sure what to do. This is so disappointing for me. And for you guys, I hate it. It's so annoying. Well, I will do my best and then hopefully it will clear up. I'm not really sure. But these are going to be a straight claim. So I have 5 of these ones in particular, this color. I'm hoping you
Do you want, before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to take a picture and text it to me and then I can load it on the screen?
I can't do that.
Oh, because you're on your phone, aren't you?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Well, I'm hoping it will clear up. I'm putting it into the universe that the internet will clear up. So I'll just do my best. How about I move on to something bigger to start off with?
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that. Or no? Should I just give
Whatever
up
you want.
entirely?
Yeah, let's start with a bigger thing.
Okay. We will start with her. So she is we're just going to start her at 16. She is a Terry Lee doll. She is a vintage doll, and she is kind of waxy in a way. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, but she is just this little vintage doll. She is about, not including the hat, she's about 10 inches tall, and then the hat adds an extra 8 inches to her. And she is this, I'm so sorry. She is this beautiful vintage doll. And what I did was I made her this little crazy quilted patched witch hat. Oh my goodness, you can't see it. I know you can't. And she has the sweetest face. Look at those eyelashes. If you can see those eyelashes. And she has bright red lipstick on. And then I also made her a matching quilted kind of witch cape on the back. So it is the quilt topper patch that I used to make her hat with. And then she has her original purple and yellow cape, which I thought was very Halloween-y colors. And then she's got the polka dotted chenille petticoat underneath. And then she's got another petticoat underneath of that. She is going to come on her doll stand. And I did make the hat a little like crooked and spoopy. And then there is some really pretty colored tinsel on the top and on the base. And I think she turned out really cute. She is a nice witch. She's not a spooky one. She's a cute one. And I had fun making her little hat. Now it is permanent to her. She had some hair loss, so I didn't mind making it permanent per se. But I think she turned out pretty cute. And then as soon as I count her down, then I will try to fix my internet one more time. and then I'm calling Elon personally. Believe me. But I'm going to start the countdown on her. What do you want me to start the countdown on, Amy?
Probably 20.
And she does have little picky tails. I don't know if I told you.
Hey,
but,
did you totally restart your device before you came back the last time?
No, should I try that?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that would help or not, but it may be worth a try.
I will try anything. Anything at all. I will buy the most expensive internet in the world if I have to. But I'm going to start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. It's so strange because the internet was fine when we first started. I was like, yay.
I know.
And then no. My goodness. Yeah, could you call Elon for me? Really put down the business.
All right. Bid end is in there. It looks like Robin Watson is your winner.
Thank you, Robin, and I will see you all in one moment. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Hopefully she's going to come back clear as a bell. Hopefully. All right. I'm going to start with a handmade item for my next round. And it's going to start at 24. I literally just put together the elements of this because I found pieces of this back-to-back weekends. So first I found the little vintage witch, and she is a larger cake topper. She's more blow mold than hard plastic on the top there. And then I found the tin at Elkhorn over the weekend. And then I knew that this tin needed something Halloween on it because it's black and orange. I have added a vintage Denison die cut, little black cat and pumpkin, little seal. So these were like the envelope seals down at the bottom. And it is the Marjoram Richelieu tin, and probably from the 30s or 40s on this tin. It's really nice condition, but I loved how tiny it was. And I will sign this piece on the bottom, but the vintage witch up here at the top, and then also a vintage black cat cupcake pick, and a vintage little ornament there with the glitter on the end. That's how those come. And then a little vintage sprig of mercury bead little baubles there poking out of the back. Caroline, I see you. Thank you so much. So that's about the size there. It measures 7.5 inches tall to the top of the witch, and then about 2.5 there at the width. So these go just a little bit past the tin there, and some black tinsel for good measure. And there's no, as far as I know, there was no other spices still left in the tin. But I'm glad that I found the two because they just wanted to live together. All right. Caroline, I'm going to count it down for you. We're looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And Parmesan is up here. He's sleeping. He's not trying to climb the curtain for once. He's actually sleeping. All right. There's Miss Arianna. We'll get her back. All right. I see Caroline had it just in case, but you didn't need it, lady. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right. Fingers crossed. We're bringing her over. Ooh, it looks good.
I'm so scared. Nobody move. Nobody breathe.
No breathing the rest of the sale.
Everybody hold your breath. Okay, I'm going to move very slow. So these are going to be a straight claim item. I have 5 of this one. I will show them to you, and then I will tell you the letter you need to put in if you are interested in claiming one. Okay, so I have 5 of these available. They are vintage little Halloween-esque noisemakers. These are orange, and they've got kind of this like Harlequin, big collared checkerboard outfitted little metal tin clickers. Now there is a clown on there. Halloween is the exception for clowns, because if you think clowns are creepy, that's perfect. It's Halloween. So
are you sending one to Rachel?
Yeah, there you go. She loves them. And then there's green little bubbles like a cauldron, which I just love. And then it's got the little creepy clown on the bottom, but he's just small. And these are the vintage Halloween clickers. Sorry, I should have warned you about that. I have 5 of this color available, and they are from U.S. Metal Manufacturing, made in the USA. So I have 5 of these, and they are going to be $8 each, and they are the letter O for orange. If anybody is interested in one of these vintage metal Halloween noisemakers, which, did you know that Halloween noisemakers were meant to like ward off evil with the sound?
I did not know that.
Did you know that's why they were invented?
I did not know that. All right. I see some O's in the chat. I see Dusty Moose first. I see MJ. I see Quail. I see Mike and Janet.
Little White Quail, thank you so much. You are new to me. I really appreciate you. So Little White Quail.
So I have Dusty. MJ.
Okay, because yours is different than what I see.
Okay. I'm going by what I see on StreamYard right now.
Okay.
Quail.
Yep.
Mike.
Okay.
And Janet.
Janet Green.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. And then
Yay.
I do have 5 more if anybody is interested in these. And these are very similar, but they are a little different. So I have 5 of these as well. And these are the same like Harlequin, Jester, Joker style, but instead of orange, they're yellow. And I'll just show you a little quick side by side so you can see the difference in them. And then I'll give you a little close up. Again, you do have the clown, but he's just so small. He doesn't take up the whole thing. That is just such a fun image. And I like the little star on the top and the masquerade mask. So these are also $8. And these are going to be letter, bet you can't guess, Y for yellow. I know, so original. Don't you just love it? And I have 5 of these as well. So the first.
Right. I see. There they come. There's MJ.
Thank you, MJ.
Moose.
Thank you, Dusty.
Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
And Janet.
Thank you, Janet. Magic. And Janet Green. So I do have one. Thank you guys so much. I do have one more of the yellow if anybody else is interested for $8. I have one more of the yellow vintage tin clickers. Thank you so much.
Yay. All right. That was fun.
Yay.
Okay. Yay. All right. I'm going to bring this guy out next. He's super cool. Oh, What a Day Rose is going to take your last one.
Thank you, What a Day. I appreciate it.
Yay. All right. I have only seen this guy one time, and he was missing his original scissors. So I was very excited to come across one of these. I don't know, like there's certain critters I attribute to Halloween and fall. And besides black cats, owls to me just say fall and Halloween time. Although this one is not really a spooky owl, but he definitely could work. And this is a pincushion owl or a sewing caddy owl. And this was how I found him. Okay. And he's made by Ardalt, Lenwile Ardalt. So there is a foil sticker there. It's probably not going to come in clear, but it's there on the bottom. And does have the original scissors for his little glasses up there on his beak. So these are the original scissors that would have come with it. And they are just perched right there so Mr. Owl can see a little bit better with his glasses. Now he does have applied glass eyes. So the little eyeballs here, that is like a glass cabochon there, and applied glass eyes. So there's no chipping or anything to the pincushion. And this is the original like little velvet pincushion that came in there. And these were all the pins that were in there when I found it. This one is more like a hat pin, a longer pin for sure on this one. Actually, we're going to pull that out because I'm not sure actually how long that is. So I think those pins have been in there a good long time because that didn't really even want to come out of there. It's just shy of 5.5 inches. So that would definitely be considered a hat pin on the shorter side. And then the other ones just look like dressmakers pins. To me, maybe this is a corsage pin there. But the other ones are just kind of, this one has like a pearly end and then just white ones on the bottom. But there is no chipping on the owl, and you can see how detailed he is. I really love the feathers and everything with him. I think he's a very special piece. These just I don't come across these. I think I've only ever seen one, but it was missing the scissors and didn't have any pins in the pin cushion. Of course, you could add to this and add more hat pins or smaller pins to it as well. Lenwile Ardalt, so this particular piece does date to the late 40s when they first produced it, and they did it for a few years into the 50s. A little bit different styling, but this is the first version of it. I see Miss Pam and Robin in there at 30. Thank you so much. I know I love when they do these sewing caddies. that make the scissor handles into the glasses. I really like that. And this one didn't come with a, sometimes they come with a measuring tape at the base. This one was never produced with the pull-out measuring tape. All right, let's count it down. Robin and Pam are both in there at 30. Pam has the first one, so we're looking for 31 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hooty hoo. Bid end. Counting is hard sometimes, guys. Sorry.
All the time for me.
All right. There's the Hootie Scissors bid end. Thank you, Karen. All right. Right before Karen's bid end, Robin got a 37 in there. So, Robin, it is yours. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. He's cute. All right. My next item is going to start. It's an offer up. It's going to start at $18. Now, this is not an original. I mean, it is an original. I 100% painted it. Free-handed, by the way. No tracing. But it was not my design. I saw this somewhere. I can't remember where. It was somewhere on the interwebs. And I did copy it with a few minute changes. But I just did this little kind of primitive painting on a wood circle. So like I said, it is 100% hand painted. It took me many of an hour, but I didn't stencil or anything, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm really into like.
You hand painted all that?
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Thank
looks
you so
awesome.
much. So like I said, not my design. I saw this somewhere on the internet, and I thought that is so cute. I want it. So I made it. I made one for me, and then I made one to sell. So I do have one hanging up in my home. And it is just this cute little cheesy black cat hanging out on a crescent moon. Now, don't look at the back, okay? The back is just orange. It's lame. But the front is really, really cute. It's hung up with just some twine. And it's simple, but I like it. I think I'm getting more and more into the primitive aesthetic. And the one I have in my collection fits in with my vintage really well. It doesn't stick out too bad just because it's primitive. It kind of just really goes. And I promise, if you can look really close, it is hand painted. It's not perfect. There are imperfections, but I did try to make it look a little aged. So all of that is intentional. And then, not that it matters, but I did put my little signature right there on the edge of the moon. And the circumference of this is 8.5. And I also did Mod Podge it with matte Mod Podge. So it should be good to go. It shouldn't start to chip or anything like that. But yeah, just your cute little quirky black cat and your crescent moon.
I love the moon. I know you love anything with moon and stars. And it's awesome.
I do. But I had a lot of fun doing this. I really did. So we can be painting buddies. I have one, and then whoever gets this will be crescent moon black cat buddies. But I'm going to start the countdown. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you. It was really relaxing. I hadn't painted in so long. It was really nice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big end. And this is wood. I don't know if I told you that, but this is just a little wood circle. Oh, I forgot about just in case.
All right, bid end is in there from Karen. So at the end there, we had Dusty had a just in case of 45, but MJ had a just in case of 48. So MJ is your winner. at 46.
Thank you so much, MJ. Thank you, Dusty.
That's awesome.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
awesome. All right, do you have more of those?
Of those? No, I just
Did you
painted.
just do the one?
Yeah, I kept one and I sold one.
Okay. I was
What?
hoping you made one for yourself. I was hoping that.
If you
That's
want
why
one, let me know.
Okay. This is cool. So first I found the frame. Now the frame is embossed velvet like we would typically see on a cabinet card album. And I loved it the second I saw it. Mama Pam can attest to this in the chat. It's like burnt orange and really faded, like off-white. So it's turned like this gray color. And it's got all the wear on all the high points of the embossing, just like an album cover would get. And I have never come across a frame like this that still has the wire on the back. And this is an old frame, a really old frame. And actually when I found it, it had a postcard in it that was really worn and tattered. And so I have added in here an antique cabinet card that I have turned these little girls into little baby witches. So I have added on the little paper hats. I've shadowed them and everything to give them a little bit of dimension. But I knew the second I saw this frame that I wanted to put this in here. Now, it's really easy to switch out the stuff in this frame. So I'm going to show you, but it does have the original wire on the back. So it just kind of slides, and then you can kind of peek up in there and see how they did that. It's like paper pulp is like the raised part of this. It's paper pulp. So you slide it out and there is a spot for whatever you want to put in there, and then how it holds together. And I'm not going to take it all the way apart right now. But there's two pieces of wood, like two pieces of primitive wood that kind of hold the bottom of the frame together. And then it just kind of slides in place. The backing just slides in place. And it then can stand on its own. But you can switch out the cabinet card. You could put a postcard in here if you wanted to. You could really do anything with this. So nothing is permanent except for the witch hats on the little girlies there. Those are permanent on there, but you can totally switch this out and do what you want in the frame. It does measure 7 1/4 by 9. 7 1/4 by 9. The opening I did not measure, however. Because it is kind of arched at the top, it's like around 5 inches. And then like 3 3 3/4 about. But the cabinet card does extend past here quite a bit on all the sides as well. So I see Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Dusty and Lisa all in there. So Lisa's got the high bid right now at 36. And I just love this yummy wear on all the velvet. I just really like the wear on that, and it just screams fall to me with the leaf pattern and everything. But it's cool to see on the inside of this how those are made, because I had no idea they were paper pulp. No clue. All right, let's count it down. We are looking for 37 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
So beautiful.
I love those little girlies. They were just the sweetest. All right, Moose, I see her just in case. And there's the bid end from Karen. All right, Lisa had the high bid at 36. Dusty had a just in case of 60. So Dusty, it's coming to you for 37. Thank you so much.
Yay. Okay, so for those of you that know me, you know that I'm usually pretty strict about the vintage and antique rule. It either has to be vintage, antique, or handmade. But I made a couple exceptions for this sale. There were two things I found throughout the year that really caught my eye. They're not, well, one, I don't know. This item, I don't know for sure if it is truly vintage or not. Amy tried to help me and we couldn't really pin it down. She's going to start at $25. This is a little, oh, I just love her. This is a little Bethany Low witch figure. Now, Amie was telling me, I talked to her briefly about Bethany Low, and she was saying that some of her pieces are vintage. We were not able to find a year for this one. She definitely is Bethany Low. She has her original sticker on her foot. It says that she was made in the Philippines. She's in very good condition. Let me give you a little close up. So although she is like a resin, this part she does have a little bit of a crepe paper detailing here on her little witch hat. She's got her little kitty sidekick there, and little kitty has a chenille
Oh, cute.
tail kind of coming out of the back. So a little chenille tail. And then the broom itself does come out, and the broom is actually very broomy. It is a real textured style broom, and from what I saw, they lose these. So I was happy to find her little broom. And then I'll hold that out for a second. And then her little stool has the crescent moon and the stars again. Love that. She's in really good condition. I don't see any condition issues. I did check the little legs to make sure none of them had been repaired, and it doesn't appear as though any have been. There is those original stickers on the bottom. This one says Bethany Low Design, and the other one says Made in the Philippines. And she stands at about, or sits at about, I guess I should say, 9 inches. So although I don't know for sure her year of manufacturing, she gives a really good look, and she would fit in really well with a vintage style Halloween decor. And I love her face. I just think she's precious. And Bethany Low stuff, I say it's like the vintage of the future because it has that look, and one day it will be vintage. It's already collectible, but it just fits so good with the vintage aesthetic. So I made an exception for her. I hope you guys don't mind too terribly much, but I want to give you a little close up of that. Look at that little kitty face.
There's this antique place. I was telling her about this earlier in Wisconsin, and they have a glass showcase, and it's full of Bethany Low Halloween, and it's all retired. So once your pieces retire, like they're very hard to get your hands on, and they're hundreds of dollars, hundreds. So like I've never even seen this one, and we couldn't really find out a whole lot about this one. So,
but I look at her little face and her little curl and the side eye. She's so cute. But and then she has like a sweeping cape. The details are just really cool on her. Anyways, I will start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side eye, bid end. And whoever gets her, I will pack this separately so that it doesn't break. So if you unpack her and you realize her broom's not there, it will be in the box somewhere. Just don't accidentally throw away her broom. Set her down carefully.
All right, bid end is in there from Karen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
All right. Several just in cases there at the end. So Timmy had a just in case of 48, followed by Janine at 52. Then we had Caroline at just in case 59, but Miss Janet Green had the highest just in case of 65. So Janet, it is yours for 60.
Thank you so much, Janet. Congratulations. She is lovely.
She's really cool. Really, really cool. Okay. I have some vintage. All right, they're teetering on getting to that antique range, but not quite there yet. But these are very cool. I had some of these I got last year, and I thought that she had sold them all. She found some more in a drawer, brought them to Springfield this time, so I was very excited to get a few more of these because I just don't see these.
They're so good.
This is for choice, and Arianna already got one of these from me. So I did have 4, but she got one of them. But these are Crepe Paper Witch Denison Party Favors, and they all have a little hanger, and they're all a little bit different. Okay, they're all a little bit different based on like how wide their crepe paper is and how their broom was assembled. But they all feature a Denison die cut for the little witch head, and then just plain on the back side. So there's black crepe paper on the back for her little cape, and then orange on the front for her dress. And then they all have like a real like bristle broom hanging out. And this is kind of like coarse, some sort of coarse string, I guess is the best way I can describe this. Some twine here, and then like a wooden kind of handle. Okay. So I do have 3 of them, and I tried to pick out the 3 that were in the best condition. So this one is the first one, and they're basically the same. It's just like how wide the crepe paper is, pretty much, and the brooms are all kind of about the same, and the condition for the die cut is all the same. So they do all still have the string hangers. Okay, so that's the second one, and here is the third one. Okay, so I love these, love. The only other place I've seen these besides this lady I've got them from in Springfield is at the Midwest Holiday Antique Show. I did see a couple there in a locked case, but I don't run across this kind of stuff. And this stuff was just meant to be thrown away in the garbage after the Halloween party because it was, I don't know, 6 inches tall. Okay, so 6 inches, not including the hanger, is about the size that we're looking at. Okay, so let me get caught up on the chat. I see MJ's in and Timmy is also in. All right, so let's see if we can hold them all. I'll try my best. Okay, but like I said, they're all essentially the same. It's just kind of like how the crepe paper is formed to make them look a little bit different, but they are essentially all the same. Okay, so let's count it down. This is for choice. Winner can take one or multiples if they would like. And let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mid-end. Love.
I love those. Love
Halloween
them.
paper stuff is by far one of my favorite things. Halloween paper.
Absolutely the same.
I have a weakness for the holiday paper stuff. This should be no surprise to anybody. All right. There is the pumpkin bid end from Karen. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Looks like Timmy had the high bid at 27. Moose had a just in case. So Dusty at 28. Let me know if you want 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. No, they're not horsehair. No, it's some sort of string.
I know the string you're talking about. It's like almost like each individual piece is kind of like spiral.
Yeah, it's very thin, like some sort of twine, some sort of fiber. It's not horsehair. No. All right, Dusty's going to take 1. Okay, you got it. Thank you so much. All right, so Timmy is on deck. Timmy, let me know if you want 1 or 2. And then MJ, you're on deck. I know if people were after multiples, then. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, Timmy wants 1. You got it. All right, Miss MJ, if you want the last one, let me know in the chat. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my turn. That was fast. All right. My next item is going to be choice. I have 2 options. They are going to start at $45 each choice. The reason why I always feel like I need to explain the reason why they're starting at $45 is because I was looking for a very specific doll head. It couldn't be like a modern porcelain doll. They had to have the right look. And the only place I could find them was at an antique mall. So I had to pay up for the heads. So I hope you understand. So this is choice. My first one is this little cutie on a pedestal. Who doesn't need a head on a pedestal? So this is a beautiful patinaed, I believe probably antique candlestick. And at the top of it, instead of it having just like your standard little place to put a candle, it's more of this like nest situation. I'm not sure if you can see. So what I did was I put some vintage hankies in there, and then I adhered this vintage, probably actually antique, little doll head. Now she is one of the ones that has the little teeth inside, and she does have sleepy eyes, but the way that I adhered her to this, it kind of keeps it from them from closing. And then I added some vintage doilies and some Halloween garland to the bottom. And then again, there is her sweet little face. And then this is a modern hat, but it is just this giant embroidered boo witch hat with orange and black gingham bow on it. This is definitely like a big piece. It's something you cannot miss. So if that is your style, then we are best friends, because she is not small. She's definitely large and in charge. If you just count her head in the in the candlestick, it's 10 inches, and then the hat is an additional 12. So overall, a 22-inch item here. So that is the first option. So fun. And then her sister friend is what I'm calling short and squatty here. So short and squatty, let me get her situated. She is very similar, but she is not on a tall pedestal. She is on a short one, and she appears to be much more happy than her co-partner over there. She's definitely more cheerful. So same kind of idea with the vintage doily and the Halloween garland and the large embroidered boo witch hat. Now for her, I did not make this permanent because I thought when I originally purchased this, my idea was to add a glass dome to it. It is just this stunning, I don't know what it originally was, piece of salvage. It looks Victorian to me, but I picked it up because I thought if I could find the perfect size glass dome, that would make such a good display. So I didn't want to glue her to this because when it's not Halloween, I want you to be able to use this. I want you to find the perfect dome and be able to use this. So
it would make a pretty good cloche if you found the right thing to fit on it.
It would be incredible. But I did sacrifice it for her. So what I did was I took a vintage child's like little toy tin plate, and it fits perfect in here. So you just sit her right there, and it's like the most perfect fit ever. And she can sit, and it looks like her little collar. And then that's how she is for Halloween. But then when Halloween's over, you can put this up and use this for your Victorian hat pins or whatever you want it for. But until then, that just, it fits. It's the most perfect fit. So I had to use it. Even though I was saving it for a cloche, I had to use it. So we've got short and squatty, or long and tall. They kind of remind me of the ants from James and the Giant Peach.
Mm-hmm.
If they were witches. And then again, really quick on that absolutely beautiful candlestick. Now this one is permanent. This one is not on the base. But I'm going to start the countdown. Thank you guys so much. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. This one's like definitely spooky. This one's happy. Doo, doo, doo. Little broom bid end.
All right, there's a bid end from Karen. At the end there, looks like 57 from Robin. Janet had a 59, 60 from Jamie Grafton, but Janet Green got back in there with a 61 right before Karen's bid end. And Robin, unfortunately, your 62 did come in after the bid end. So Janet wins first choice at 61. Janet Green. And then Jamie Grafton's going to be on deck.
So, Janet, thank you so much. I'm going to call this one tall and this one short. But you got first pick, so you could do tall and short if you wanted to. You don't have to, of course, but this one is tall and this one is short. Which one? Which head on a stick would you like? Short, please. You got her. I'm going to set her down. She went with the happier one. So she is going to Janet Green. Thank you so much, Janet. And then I think next is going to be Jamie Grafton. Jamie, did you have any interest in tall boy or girl for 60? And it's totally fine if you were just going after shorty. Totally fine. You can say pass, no worries at all.
So tall.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yay. I'm glad everybody got what they wanted. Yay. Congratulations. I loved those. Love those. Okay. I have a lot. So everything that you're going to see is coming together as a lot. So it's going to start at $40. And I made one of these last year, and usually it takes me some months to find all the perfect pieces to put these together. And yeah, it did. It took a few months to find all the right things for this. So this is a purse lot, and it can hang on the wall because it has the chatelaine chain attached to the purse. So it's perfect to hang on a hook on a wall. But nothing is permanent in here, so you can take everything out, do whatever you will with it. So everything that you're seeing is going to be in the lot. So first off, and we're going to take everything out of here so I can show you the purse. So first off, I did include one of my witchy cabinet cards. All right, let's see if she'll focus for us here. There we go. I loved this photo. She's very like ethereal, very haunting, and I love the like little tiny brooches that she has at her collar. So I have made the little witch hat for her, and this one does have a whole bunch of dates on the back of it. So there we are, 17 years old and July 11th, 1901. Her name is Jane, so that's cool. That's cool. So I was like, yes, this is the one. And the cabinet cards have to have a look for me to pick them up to want to do the witches. All right. And then you're getting this lovely pair of burnt orange gloves, perfect for Halloween time. And they have a really fancy edging to them. So the gloves are going to come along with just kind of tucked inside the purse there. Hey, Nikki. And then the brooch here does have a safety clasp on it, FYI. I don't know if that is going to focus for me, but it is punched metal for the base, I believe brass. All right, and then it has a mixture of darker red and orange rhinestones here. No missing rhinestones, but very highly ornate. And there's the backside. I know it's not focusing right now, but it does have a safety clasp on the end. So I just kind of tucked that on the purse. And then the purse itself, this one, the one that I had last year did have some manufacturing marking on it. This one does not. I didn't find any, but it does have really lovely decoration up at the top. All right. And it is all steel cut black faceted beads on here, glass beads. There's a few that are missing, most around the hinge of the purse, and I don't believe that this one was supposed to have fringe on it. That's a little loose bead that's down there, but for the most part a lot of the beads are still on there for as old as it is, and then it just has the kiss clasp here for the closure, and there's the inside. It's kind of suede, kind of brushed suede in there, but the hinge works really nicely. And of course this was supposed to attach to a chatelaine to hang there. And it's just, it's really nice condition. These have to be in good condition for me to pick them up for the most part, because you can still do something else with this. You can totally carry it if you want to. But that's why I just made a little witchy lot. All right, a little witchy lot out of it. So we'll put everything back together how I had it. And of course, everything will come apart if you would like, and change out your witches, change out your seasons, whatever you want to do with it. Before we count it down, I see Lisa and Timmy and Kathy are all in there. Thank you so much. So the purse itself measures 10, not including the chain. So 10 just for the purse, and then about 5 inches wide at the widest point of the purse. The brooch is 1 3/4 by 1.5. No missing rhinestones on that. And then the cabinet card, I didn't measure the cabinet card. I did not measure that, but it does have the provenance on the back from 1901. All right, so let's count it down. I see Robin's in at 45, so we're looking for 47. Picasso Cat just came back in there, so we're looking for 47 or more. And let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That end. I looked all like season last year trying to find an orange pair of gloves, and I never found them. The purse lot I did last year had black gloves because I didn't find orange ones. So I was very excited to find some orange ones this year. Yeah, you just don't see.
She's amazing.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, looks like Robin had it just in case of 65, but Miss Lisa Day has a 48 in there. So Lisa, let's see, Robin is going to be the winner at 49. 49. Yay. Congratulations, Robin. Thank you so much. And hello, Miss Widow One. Welcome in.
Hello, hello. Sorry, I had to jump off because I decided last minute that this lady that I'm offering next, she needed a cloche. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but she needed a cloche. I am going to start her at $30, and she is magnificent. I don't know the maker. Maybe Amy does, but I am going to send her with the cloche unless you just really don't want her. But I have, and I need...
Ooh.
Windex, the cloche, because I just added it like right this second. But she is this amazing vintage witch, and the cloche I had over there, it just hit me. I was like, it would fit her perfectly. So you are, of course, getting the cloche, and then I will take her out and give you a little close-up. So the cloche actually used to be a clock, so it is just the standard clock case cloche. So it is glass, but the base is just like a gold plate. And then I just quickly threw on a couple of vintage doilies, but I will show you it without the doilies just in case you want to check it out as it sits. So this is it without the doilies. But you can paint this. You can, if I had thought about it earlier, I would have painted this, maybe added some glitter or something. But I just, like I said, just came up with it. But here she is. She is the plastic faced witch. Like the kitchen witch is really what she looks like to me, and she's definitely vintage. She has got the star and moon little witch hat that is original. I didn't make that. And then she is on this styrofoam base that it has a orange flocking on it. It does have one little boo-boo right there. Probably would be pretty easy to touch up. And then she's got this string around her waist. And then she is holding an orange cauldron that is the same flocking as the bottom. And then inside, at first I tried wiping it away. Like I thought it was styrofoam beads, which it is, but it's actually meant to look like bubbles coming up out of the cauldron. They are definitely meant to be there, and they are permanent. And then her little stir stick is like a rattan, kind of just like, I don't know, a little twig of some sort. And then she's got very coarse gray hair under her little witch's hat. She is pretty big. She is 8 inches tall, so definitely substantial. And then the cloche is 10 inches tall. But then I'm just going to put these back on here and show her to you in her entirety. And then I will count her down. Now, also I want to say I do see some glue residue on there. That is just how she came. You can see it kind of on the front of her cauldron. I didn't try to remove it, but that is there. I just wanted to tell you. But there she is, Miss Witchy Poo. And I am going to start the countdown at 20. Thank you, Dusty. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Bid end. Set her
You just
down.
have a cloche laying around. I have one. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I just don't see them. I don't.
What, the witches like that?
No, the cloche, like a cloche in general.
I have a lot of cloches.
You do. You have a lot of really cool ones. All right. Dusty had a just in case in there, but didn't need it. So Dusty is your winner.
Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate you.
All right. And welcome in everybody that's just joining us. Thanks for hopping on. All right. I'm going to go to a vintage item next for me. And it is a noisemaker. I don't get to pick these up very often. I did just get this at Elkhorn over the weekend. I should have gotten more than one because they did have several. I should have got more because Sunday when I went back, they were all gone, of course. So I should have got more than one. But this is pretty recognizable. This is made in the USA. And it is the Scaredy Black Cat with the Grumpy Pumpkin. And it is a T. Cohen Incorporated, made in the USA. They did do this in a couple different colorways for the same image. And it does have the wooden handle. Later on, you're going to see plastic handles on these. But this one does have the good wood painted handle for the ratchet style noisemaker. Now, this was something you were meant to hold and then spin it around. I'm not going to do that. I'll click it for you so that you know that it works. But I'm not going to full and spin it. I don't want to wake up the dog, the cat, and the neighbors doing my noisemaker. But overall, I would say it's in good condition. Just a little bit of wear. So we'll go around the edging there. So there's just a little bit of paint scratching. These typically have some sort of wear on them because they were played with. And that's kind of the worst spot right in there as far as paint loss goes. But the front image is pretty good. Very minimal scratching as far as the paint goes on the front. There's just like a little bit of wear right in here. I surface cleaned this, but I didn't really do a whole lot. If you scrub too much on these paints, they can come off. Measurement for it is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4 by about 2 1/2 width-wise at the handle. Okay. So I see Miss Timmy is in at 34 with a high bid. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, Mike. Yeah.
She's nicer than me.
I'll get all the dogs barking in the neighborhood, not just mine. All of them will start barking. Y'all don't want to hear that. Okay, let's count it down. We're looking for 35 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
That one is in such good condition. It looks like brand new.
There's a green background one of the same image. It's I've never seen one in person. It's much harder to come by the green colorway on this one. But I like this one. I like the black and orange.
Me too.
Sure. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, looks like Timmy had a just in case of 42, but Miss Janine had a just in case of 52. So Janine, it's yours for 43. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yay. I have to stand up for this one. Fair warning, this has high potential to be a bloodbath because I'm going to try to hold this up, but it's not going to end well. It will not end well. This is going to be a straight claim. And I actually have 12 of these. So 12 of you can get these if you're interested. Please don't laugh. Just promise me you won't laugh if they all fall over. Okay, so first I want to show them to you in their entirety, and then I will break them down. So I have 12 of these little vintage Halloween nut cup assemblages.
Whoa.
Assemblages. There we go. I have 12 of these vintage Halloween nut cup assemblages.
Nut cups? Dusty Moose, it's your lucky day.
So I am serving up 12 nut cups on a platter for you. So they're all going to be one price, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, but I just want to give you guys a little close up. So each one is different, but they have the same components. Okay, so here is an example of one. They are black and orange little vintage cardboard nut cups, and then inside each one is this beautiful, this is Italian wool that is like metallic. I found it at an estate sale forever ago, and I've cherished it because it's like the most beautiful thing ever. So each little nut cup is going to have some of this beautiful old wool tinsel yarn. I don't know. It's so beautiful. And then I made 12 of these as well to go in them. So the only thing permanent in these, because I didn't want to ruin your nut cups in case you just wanted to have this. This is not permanent, okay? That's just tucked inside, and then you have your nut cup. Then on the clothespin, I used vintage clothespins, and I used vintage Halloween crepe paper. It goes pumpkin, black cat, jack-o'-lantern. I know you can't really tell, and I'm sorry. And then I added some vintage chenille pipe cleaners and vintage button to the center. Okay, so that's your clip. Then each one has a new old stock apothecary label, and they're all different chemicals or medicines. They're all different, but each one's going to come with a vintage apothecary label. And then I found these. I love these. This was apparently a not Victorian, antique card game about famous authors. So each author is different, but for me, it was the back of the cards.
Ooh.
So the back of the cards, you have some antique books, a little inkwell, some flowers, a crescent moon, and then that lovely owl. I will show you a little quick picture of the hootie hoo and the little inkwell and the flowers. And the colors, they don't scream Halloween, but it's just a nice little like light nod to Halloween. So each one is going to have your clip. They all have different buttons. I'll do a quick run through. If you do want one when you claim it, unfortunately it would take far too long to like pick which one, but they're all very similar. So you get your card, your label, your clip with the button, and then your vintage nut cup. So just to kind of show you a couple examples, we have this one is an example. We have this one. So all very similar, just slight differences. This one I made with a vintage clip-on earring. So that's got the prong set, rhinestones in it, and all of the playing cards are, I sealed them, so they're all in plastic to kind of help keep them protected. We have, oh, now they want to fall down. This one, I tried to use as much of my rhinestone pieces. There's only one that isn't a rhinestone button, and that would be this one. And this one is the orange with the Victorian button on the front. But they're all very similar. I just want to kind of give you an idea of the ones you might be getting if you're interested. All very similar, but just a little tiny bit different on each one. So these are going to be $15 a piece if anybody's interested. I have 12, and they are going to be letter H. Letter H. And you get the nut cup, the clip, the card, and the apothecary label. Yes, there you go. And they all wanted to fall down. It's okay. I'll pick them up later. We don't need to worry about that right now. Nobody's worried about it. Okay,
All right.
Amie, since there is so many, is it okay? And you tell me, is it okay if I call them off how I see them?
Yeah.
Or do you want to
Yep.
do it?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we have 12, but yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, okay. I see, just that way I can go faster for you. I'm sorry. I see Dusty. Thank you so much. Pam D. Andrea. Dawn Domain. Hey, Dawn. Thank you so much. Dawn Domain. Tamara. Tamara, you're a new friend. Thank you so much. Perry. MJ. Picasso Cat. So good to see you, Picasso Cat. Thank you so much. Jamie Grafton. Jamie Grafton. Donna. Thank you so much, Donna. Diane Broderick. Make sure I spell your name right. And I'm sorry I took up so much time, Amie.
No, it's fine. It wasn't that much.
And are you claiming one, Amie?
I am, because I needs one.
You're the best.
I needs one. I need a nut cup.
Hers needs one.
Minx is claiming one too.
Thank you so much. What was that?
Minx is going to claim one as well.
Oh, thank you, Minx. I like that. What the heck?
So there's one remaining.
One little nut cup left. One little lonely. I was watching an interview today with a celebrity, and she was like, why do I feel bad for inanimate objects? She was like, one time I was taking some medicine and like the pop-out pills. She was like, there was two beside each other and one to the left. And I had to take the one from the left because it had been alone for so long. So that's how I feel. Everybody want the last little lonely nut cup.
MJ said me for another one.
Oh, thank you, MJ. Thank you guys so much.
They have all found homes.
Yay.
Happy nut cups for everyone.
Yay.
That's awesome. I love those. I had to have a nut cup, you guys. I don't see Halloween nut cups. I've been looking for one and I haven't found any. Yeah. Okay. So I need one for me. Okay. This is for the whole lot. So this is a lot of hat pins. All hat pins. And so first I found one which inspired me to look for the rest.
Is this the one?
The one, yes.
This is the one that I just saw.
So this is a lot of 4 hat pins. I will not let Parmesan near the nut cup when it gets here. I will put it under. I'll put it under my cloche so he can't get to it. I promise. No more nut cups will be harmed by Parmesan and Maisie. Okay. So this is a lot of 4 hat pins. So I know that my camera is probably not going to do this justice. So I did take some photographs instead. But here they are. I'll show them to you right now. But then I'll pop my photos up on the screen. So first off, I found this awesome owl head. I believe he is brass. And he is the coolest owl head ever. And I was like, I need some other hat pins to go with it that are kind of spooky. So I'm going to pop some photos up here so I can really show you. So here's the lot. Okay. Here's the lot, and they're all different lengths, and I will show you the lengths as well. But here's the 4 that you are getting. So the really cool owl head. And I did take a picture of him by himself so you can see highly detailed he is. I've never seen an owl head hat pin. There's not a lot of these out there as far as I know. And he is actually not the longest one out of the bunch. He's the second largest. Okay. So the other 3 are all black, and they're very different as far as the manufacturing goes for the types of materials that they're made out of. All right. So here's the lot together. Okay. So you can see that the tallest one is just a black glass ball. All right, so this is the longest one out of the bunch, sadly not 12 inches. This one is 10 and a half. Let me find my notes. Hat pins. Yes, 10 and a half inches on this one. Okay, so that is the longest one. I see you, Donna. Thank you so much. Next is the owl head. All right, there is the owl head, and you can see that he is hollow. So he is punched, and I believe he's brass. Okay. That's what I believe he is. Hooty hoo! He's so cool. If you have like a really cool witch hat or just fancy black hat in general, if you wear hat pins, he would definitely be a statement piece. There's no marking or anything on the inside of him at all. He does measure 9 inches, 9 inches on the owl head. And then the next one, which I just love this, it just reminded me of like a wing. I saw a wing, some sort of bird wing or owl wing on it. This one is like plastic, some sort of plastic. It might be celluloid. And then it's wrapped with twine. So kind of blackish brown twine here to hold it to the hat pin base. And this one measures 8.5 inches long. Okay. And then the last one is this black glass faceted piece. And it does have a little brass decorative element at the base of that. And this is the shortest one at 7 inches. Okay, so you're going to get the lot together. Just that was fun to put together. I love hat pins. I just usually can't afford them. They're outrageous. Most of them are like close to $100. No joke. There was a table full at Elkhorn this weekend, and they had just very simple ones, and they were $35 a piece. And they had a table full. I was tempted, truth be told, but I had some cool ones at home already, so I did not get any. But there's the lot, and I'll pop the picture up there one more time so you can see the detail on the owl head, because sometimes my camera just doesn't cooperate. And there is the lot together. Seems like it's doing an okay job right now. Okay, so let's count it down. I see Donna has the high bid right now at 42. So we are looking for 43 or more. Don't forget, you can use it just in case if you're an active bidder. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hooty hoo, bid end. I do have some more hat pins coming. I have a couple coming tomorrow night, and I will have some more coming in some later sales too. Not quite as cool as Mr. Owlhead, but they're still pretty cool. Okay, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, looks like Donna had a just in case of 50, but Moose had a just in case of 56. So Dusty, congratulations are coming to you for 51. Thank you so much.
That hat pin was incredible. Incredible. All right. So my next item I had to bring, because if I am selling with the amazing Enamor Amie, you have to bring these. It's just like a thing you have to do.
You have to?
You have to. They're going to start at $18 for the lot. Okay.
Okay.
And you have got a little Build-A-Witch kit.
Oh my gosh. What? How cute is that?
I have 3 little Nancy Ann storybook dolls. You're getting all 3 and the box. And let me tell you, this box is amazing. So inside we have 3 little Nancy Ann storybook dolls. And Amie could probably tell you more about them than I could. This one, I think, is a little boy, which is kind of unique. He's got short hair.
Yeah, the boys aren't easy to find.
Yeah, he didn't have a shirt or anything when I found him. He was just in his little pantaloons. He lost his shirt while he was flying on his broom. And then this little girl. So this little girl and this little boy are the composite ones with the jointed arms. The one in the middle is actually plastic, and she has sleepy eyes. So the 2 on the outside have painted open eyes. Both of their faces are painted on. Her eyes are actually inset, so she's got the real eyes. And then she is actually going to come on a stand. And although her outfit, she has her own little hat here, but I just thought her outfit was like the perfect witchy colors. I thought it looked really cute. I know it's not orange, but it said witch to me.
I can tell you what she is just by looking at her shoes. She's 1-2 button my shoe.
1-2 button my shoe.
She's the only one that came with painted shoes like that.
Oh, well, there you go. I thought her shoes were really witchy too. And her hat and her broomstick are not permanent. Okay. So when Halloween is over, there is Little Miss 1-2 Buckle My Shoe ready to go in your collection. But then for Halloween, she has got her little witch hat and her little broom.
Those are the perfect size hats, too.
I know. And then here is the little boy. Now, he's a little disheveled, but so cute with his little short haircut. And then I'll show you the last one. And then I have to show you this box because it's amazing. So then here is the third little cutie. Now she came in a black, pink, and blue dress. And so again, just added the little witch hat and the broomstick to her. And both of those, the boy and that girl, have frozen legs, but jointed arms. So let me tuck her back in, and then I will show you guys this amazing box. So I don't know the history on this box. I just know that I love it. I don't know what, I'm assuming it held paper, but it says antique parchment.
Ooh, cool.
And it is orange, black, and green, the perfect Halloween colors. This is the lid. I just put the bottom inside the lid, but this box is a perfect Halloween displayable item as well. And I just love that it says antique parchment on it. And you see that beautiful orange bird on the top. It is incredible. Now, the box was just a little too tall for the dolls, but I had to bring the box and I had to bring the dolls, and this is how I made it work together. And then I just added a little bit of sparkly ribbon to hold them in. So you could display it like this, or display the box and display the little witches separate. But I'm going to start the countdown on this lot. And you're also getting this vintage piece of fabric too, but it's not super important. 20. And, oh, I'm sorry. There's a little wear on the box, I should tell you. Okay, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Witchy Boo. I should have said they're the Sanderson sisters.
But they are the Sanderson sisters.
But one's a boy.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. All right, at the end there, it looks like Dennis had a just in case of 40, but Picasso Cat had a just in case of 44. So Kathy's your winner at 41.
Thank you so much, Kathy. I really appreciate you.
Love, love. What a fun lot. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across one of the boys. Jason's had a boy, and I don't think I've ever come across one. So that's exciting. Okay. I do have a Halloween postcard. I do believe this is my last antique Halloween postcard, unless I happen to come across some more. But this is my last one that I have right now. And I love the imagery on this one. So this one does have a postmark of 1912 on the back, and it's a Frances Brundage illustrated card, and this is made in Germany, and I will show you all that on the back. Now there's a little bit of wear to a couple of the corners on this one. There is a whole series of this particular style of witch with the black cat doing different things, and I love the series. I just don't come across this one. Super awesome, but it just says Halloween apostrophe Halloween greetings, and a little black kitten is just going for a ride on her broom. I think that's super cute. And she's not a spooky witch. She's just a friendly. And I really like that it's red. So the border is all red. Her dress is red. And then down here in the very tiny corner, it says copyright by Frances Brundage, and then signed by Frances Brundage there on the back. So it has been signed. And what's fun about this is Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Nice.
Home of the Wolverines, which is fun. And it does have the postmark here of 1912. And let me get caught up on the chat. See MJ and Lisa, thank you so much. And then here's the series. Here's the Brundage series. of all of that. The little witches and the black cats. It does say printed in Germany here on the back side, and it does have the 1 cent stamp there on the back. So right now, oh, hey, Wanda, good to see you. Wanda's got the high bid right now at 27. So we're looking for 28 or more, and I am going to count it down. Anybody that's got a bid in there is welcome to use it just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. I forgot to mention it is embossed. Hopefully you can see that. I can't resist a cute black cat on a Halloween postcard.
Cute.
Witches and black cats are usually my favorite subject matter to look for in a postcard. That's usually the ones that I gravitate towards.
I gravitate towards anthropomorphic pumpkins.
There's some really good anthropomorphic, any vegetables, anything. Yeah. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Wanda didn't just have one just in case. She actually had two. So she really wanted the postcard. Good security there, Wanda, but you didn't need your just in case. It is coming to you for 27. Thank you so much.
Yay. All right, so I don't know if I mentioned it, but vintage Halloween was pretty difficult for me to find this year. So I did some crafting, as one does. This piece is going to start at $16, and I do wish that I had taken a picture of what it looked like before. Totally slipped my mind. But I found this vintage child's tin litho tambourine. It is made by Kirchhoff,
yes.
Kirchhoff, Newark, New Jersey, made in the USA. And I picked it up because it is actually orange and yellow, which is very Halloween-y colors. But when I got her, she was wearing a red dress and he was wearing a yellow shirt. So what I did was I hand painted her a dress in orange and added black and yellow polka dots. And then I painted his shirt orange. And then I added him a little masquerade mask and bow.
Oh my gosh.
So I hand painted that. And then I also hand painted her a little witch hat. So if you look, if I can catch it in the light just right, you can see the parts that I painted. I did Mod Podge over just the parts that I painted to really help that paint adhere and stick. But it wasn't originally necessarily meant to be a Halloween item. But I did kind of make it into one with the witch hat and the little masquerade mask. I'll give you a little close-up of the masquerade mask right there. So I added that little hand-painted bow and her little witch hat. And I think it turned out really cute. I love one.
That.
Thank you. I have a tambourine that is vintage Halloween. This one was so close with the colors. I just had to, when I saw it, I was like, I gotta do something with that. I gotta make it Halloween-y. And then
totally one of a kind.
Yes, and I like their little yellow socks because yellow to me is also Halloween color. Yellow, orange, black. Those are kind of like the staples. So I didn't mind the little yellow socks. I kept those. And like I said, I think his shirt was yellow and her dress was red. And then of course she didn't have the witch hat and he didn't have the mask on. But it is 6 inches and I will try not to shake it. I'll be more considerate like Amy. I'm going to start the countdown. Thank you so much, MJ. At 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Thank you, Minx. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, Andrea. A little shake. I give you a little shake. It's hard.
Those ones don't seem to be quite as loud as some of the other noisemaker kind of varieties.
That is, those windy ones can
Oh yeah.
quite.
All right. MJ was in there at 16, but Miss Janet got in there with an 18 right before Karen's fit in. So Janet is your winner.
Thank you so much, Janet.
Thanks, KP. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you can't really see. There we go. Now you can see kind of a little bit more when we're both on the screen together. Okay. I'm going to do my last handmade item of the sale tonight. Although my one other item I have is kind of like a lot, like a assemblage, but it's not permanent.
Curated.
This is my last Halloween handmade for the sale. And I started this one before I left for Elkhorn. I finished it when I got back. I actually found this cool orange and black, like it had like a doorknob replacement kit or something in it. But I strictly picked it up for the box because it was orange and black, Halloween colors, and it was like the perfect base to build something on. So it's going to start at $40. So first off, we have, and this was a vintage knee hugger, and he was in this black little velvet suit, and the little lacy collar was original. Okay. And I just have his little feet. Like he feels really great that he's not hugging his knees anymore, and his legs are just dangling free over the side of the box. And I did add on the witch hat with some little orange trim here. So he does have a typical pose doll hand painted little face there peeking out. And I have given him a little spun cotton. So this is spun cotton hand painted, a little artisan owl. He does have little metal feet, and I've added, there's a black sparkly bulb back here, some vintage paper and silk leaves, a little pumpkin cupcake bucket, a little black ball accent. This is a vintage flocked Halloween pumpkin. This was new old stock. It used to be a flower pick. Also a vintage flocked little black cat peeking out on the side, another black ball, and some more leaves on the end. I will sign this one probably on the back side here. The knee hugger does have like a little remnant of a made in Japan sticker there on the back side, but that is the arrangement. And it is a little bit larger size. Wings, I see you. Thank you so much. Andrea, I see you as well. Welcome in, Andrea. Thanks for popping in. So measurement I want to give you before we count it down, 7 inches, 7 inches tall to the top of the witch hat. And it's also about 8.5 inches wide. And anything that's hanging off, that's kind of where I get the measurement from. So a little bit past the box and about 3 inches this way. Okay.
Amy, that's amazing. That owl. Where did you find that owl?
I actually have another one of these. There is a tiny little sticker on the back. I cannot read it. And it came like a pair of them, 2 little owls, and they were just painted a little bit differently, but it is like totally spun cotton. Like if you move it moves the painting. I don't know. I found them at an antique mall a couple months ago.
They look like Vintage by Crystal.
It could be. I'm not really sure. There is a little tag on the back, but I cannot read it. So I'm not really sure about it, but I just knew it was something needed to be Halloween-y with it.
It's amazing.
So thank you all so much. We are going to count it down. Andrea's got the high bid right now at 41. Anybody that's bidding is welcome to use it just in case during the countdown. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. See, it says bathroom lock set.
It's amazing.
That's actually what was in there. I was like, I don't need that. I'm not going to use that. I just like the black and orange box.
Amazing. Amazing. That's like my favorite one you've ever done.
Thank you.
I love it.
All right, Wings, I see you're just in case. And there is Karen's bid end. So Andrea did have the high bid at 41, but Wings had it just in case. So Wings, it is yours for 42. Thank you so much.
I love it. Love it. All right, this is actually my last handmade item as well. And I actually didn't make this. I just painted on it. It's going to start at $18. And again, this is not an original design. I did find this again on the interwebs, but it is 100% hand painted. So this is a little vintage desk globe. And the globe itself had some wear, so I did not necessarily mind painting it. It is brass, so this entire part up here is brass, and then the base is brass as well. And there are these little, are they coordinates? I don't know. Don't laugh at me. I don't know what they are, but they're around the bottom. And then I painted this, and I'm so sorry for the glare. It is this little witch silhouette with she's on her broom and she's holding a little jack-o'-lantern bucket, and then on the back of her broom is her little trusty fat black cat.
Cute. I
And
love
then
that.
thank you, is flying in front of the moon. And then if you look really close, I have this amazing vintage glitter that has little stars in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the little stars. I really want you to see these little stars. There's one. So it's this amazing iridescent vintage glitter that has these little stars in it. And I put that just around the edge of the moon just to give it a little bit of glitter. And then that is not an eye. That's a little piece of glitter. It looks like an eye in the ring light. But it's really just a silhouette of the witch. And this is her cape kind of flying back in the wind. Her cape on the bottom. There you can see her little twirly up witch boot. And then again, her cape flying in the front. There is her little broomstick handle and that little hand-painted pumpkin pail. And then again, the silhouette of the black cat, and then the back of the broom. And then the whole thing is this kind of green, and I made it look a little ombre. I wanted it to look a little rustic, a little primitive, but there she is. And the whole globe, I went with the medium size. I didn't want to go too big or too small. I was looking for a while to find like the right globe. It is just at an 8 1/4 inch.
Hey, I know that we're in spooky time right now, but I'm thinking maybe you should look for some more of those to maybe do a Santa sleigh version for Christmas.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, you
I
need
might
to.
have to do that. The only problem is every time, and I'm sure Misty can really testify to this, I find one of these smaller globes. They're so expensive. These smaller ones, like you can find the big ones, the modern day big ones, all the time at the thrift stores. But the smaller they are, the more expensive they are. But maybe I could do a big one. Just go all out. Go all out.
Hey, I'm here for it.
But I am, and I'm so sorry for the glare. It's not doing it any justice. Oh, and I want to show you her little face. And again, that little glitter looks like a creepy eye. She doesn't have any eyes. It's just a silhouette. The glitter's just being caught by the ring light. But I'm going to start the countdown on her. Thank you guys so much. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, and then her hat. I didn't show her hat. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Janet. That's really nice. And here's, I don't know if you guys noticed my teeny tiny witch hat.
I love the teeny tiny witch hat.
I only say that because my husband didn't even notice it. I was like, why didn't you say anything about my witch hat? He said, I thought that was part of your hair. I'm like, what?
All right, bid end is in there from Karen. Thanks so much, Karen. So it looks like Caroline had the high bid at 31, but Pam had a just in case of 50. So Pam is your winner at 32.
Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you all.
Congratulations. All right. And thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you being here. Do make sure you're subscribed to Arianna at the Withering Cottage so you don't miss her fun sales on Tuesdays. Definitely go over and subscribe if you're not already. And subscribe to me too. I would appreciate it if you're not. Thank you guys. All right. We have 2 rounds left. Yes? Is that right?
Yes, I have 2 rounds.
Just making sure. Okay. Let's see. I have, and this is for the lot. So you're going to get everything that you're going to see. And I love to do these, especially spooky time ones. Although I love jewelry caskets. I look at these all the time. They just make my heart happy. Although the little teeny babies, the little teeny ones are my favorite. But I like this size as well. So you're going to get everything that you're going to see here in this lot. Nothing is permanent in here, so you can do what you will. But if I pick these up and they do not have the silk lining, which most of the time the silk lining is all matted up, ripped to shreds, or totally missing. This one does not have any of the lining left in it, but I did, and I will show you, there is a little bit of cushion in there that I made for the bottom of the casket. So first off, I will show you there. It is coming with, no casket should come without a piece of jewelry. So this is a very fun, I don't know if we're going to get this to focus so well, but it is this really nice, just jet black, glass rhinestone faceted, and I believe punched brass on it. It does have a very simple C-clasp. You're not going to be able to see that. Very simple C-clasp on the back, and the pin back extends past the C-clasp. So definitely an older brooch, no stamping or anything on the back side, but it does have a little bit of wear on the black painting. So some of that brass is peeking through there, which I liked because it brought out the gold in the casket. So I do believe this is a morning brooch. If I had to call it anything, I do believe that's what that is, but it is gorgeous. Also something that I think would look nice on a hat. So then there is just this, and this also came off of a vintage hat that was not in good condition, but a black flocked millinery leaf was in there. And then this is a tin type photograph, and I loved her the second I saw this. This came from Springfield. So I did do the witch hat applied to her on this one as well. So the witch hat is permanent on here, but I loved the look of her and what she was wearing. She was wearing like polka dots, and then she's got like a bow, and she's got kind of like this lacy overlay that goes over, and a brooch at the top. And I just love the look of her on this tin type. And then for the base of the jewelry casket, since there's no lining in here, I just took some vintage felt, and this is an antique piece of lace, black lace, and I just kind of combined the two, folded over, and then just kind of pinched it inside. So that's kind of the look that you get. It does kind of blend really well with the gold of the jewelry casket. And here's the casket. So the casket's good shape, otherwise missing the lining, but the hinge on it is really nice. Just a little bit of wear to it. All right, just a little bit of wear. Patina, using the lid, but it does have some really pretty Nouveau style flowers and leaves, that sort of thing, on the front. So you can see kind of all the wear to it. But the hinge is nice condition. It does work. And these usually don't have any markings on the bottom. This does have a marking, although I cannot make it out. Usually it's some sort of company name stamped there on the bottom. But there is no lining, no silk lining left in there, which I thought was a good candidate to make the little lacy pillow. So I just kind of tucked it in there, all right, to kind of just give it a little bit of padding in there, if you will. And you can totally add your, something else in here if you want to change this out. And then we'll add the tin type back in there. So she's peeking out the side, the brooch, and then the millinery leaf. And there we go. So it's pretty easy to assemble back. How this will be shipped, I will take everything out and protect everything as it ships. So hopefully I will leave the lining in there, but I'll take out everything loose and shut the lid. Okay, so hopefully you can get it back together how you like it. All right, Tammy, I see you at 40. Thank you so much. We are looking for 41 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The end. I am the kitsch queen, but I do love me some Victorian stuff, so don't let me fool you. I do like the true antique stuff. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Tammy Dillard, congratulations. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
Amie went antique and I'm going kitsch. So this is
what is going on?
Oh, what's going on? This is going to start at $24. And I have a Ben Cooper sleepy time costume.
What?
And this is, so it says Ben Cooper sleepy timer. And then it says pajama for play or sleep costume. And then it's got these two little jack-o'-lanterns in the corner. And this one in particular is Tabby the cat. And this is Tiny Tot.
Meow, meow.
3 to 6. And it is all cotton flannel. And it's made in the USA. So this is Tabby the cat in its original box. The box does have wear, but the costume itself is in very good condition. So it doesn't have a plastic front. It does kind of protrude out, but great for, I mean, that is such a cool display.
That just like put it on a shelf just like that.
Yes. Now his eyes look a little wonky because the costume's in the back, but if you put like a solid piece of paper behind there, it wouldn't look like that. So here it is. And look, I said
That's
it was
so cute.
Isn't it cute? I said it was in great condition, and there is a little crack right there where the string popped through. But I mean, considering this is a thin sheet of plastic, pretty darn good. Here it is on your wonky eyes.
I love that the eyes are like that.
I know. I will say this has amazing day glow paint on it. The cheeks are getting washed out in the camera, but I promise they glow just as much as the bow tie. But amazing day glow paint on it. And then of course it comes with its sleepy time costume, and it is in really, really good condition. I don't know that it was ever
oh my gosh,
actually taken out of the box. There's no discoloring, no no tears, no problem with it whatsoever. And I really don't think it was ever taken out of the box. It has this original little tag, and it says Ben Cooper Tiny Tots 3 to 5, made in the USA. And it's got this little open tie back, kind of like how a hospital.
Is it? It's fabric. The suit part is fabric, not plastic, right?
Nope. It said it's 100. It said on the box, all cotton flannel.
All cotton. Okay.
All cotton flannel.
Okay.
And then again, if you wanted to display him in the box, sorry, price tag. If you wanted to display him in the box, then you would see his eyes a little better. They don't look as creepy with one white and one black eye. But such good condition. I love it. I knew, Amie, doing a sale with Amie, had to bring some kitsch where I could.
I very rarely see these Halloween costumes like in their original boxes.
Look at
very rarely do I.
And it's so clean. I mean, not a thing wrong with this costume.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think that was definitely never worn.
Had the original little tag and everything. Now, of course, like I said, the box did get a little smooshed, but the important parts are fine. So here I'm going to put the little costume back in there and the little mask. And there we are. Mr. Tabby the cat. Tabby the cat. And I am going to start the countdown on him at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. I love those little pumpkins. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Exactly, Jamie. Exactly. No candy on this costume. So creepy cool. It reminds me, something about it reminds me of Roger Rabbit. Like something about this.
Yeah. All right. Bid end is in there from Karen. Thanks so much, Karen. All right. Looks like Catherine had the high bid at 35, but Miss Caroline did use it just in case. So Caroline, it's yours for 36. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
Very cute. Those were not those kind of plastic masks. I mean, I remember trick-or-treating in that kind of mask when I was a child, before Mama Pam started making my costumes. But they're not easy to breathe in. That is for sure. That's why they don't make those anymore.
And they broke, and then they got sharp.
They did. Yes. Yes, they did. And they're hard to see out of, like the eye holes. Like, yeah. Okay. This should be our last round, you guys. I do have a recap. Do you have anything to recap?
Undetermined at the moment.
Undetermined. Okay. All right. I do have one thing to bring back. So, but this is our last round, you guys. And my last round is going to be, and this is partially crafted. I wouldn't say full on, but this is a giant knee hugger. And I've never run across this one before. And she is kind of in this orangey velvet suit. If we peek under here, and it's not red, like you want it to be red, it's definitely like very similar color to this frame that we had earlier. So definitely orange velvet. So I was like, okay, all right, little Halloween pixie. Now she was a little rough. Okay, she does have a little wear. She was missing the pom-pom that was at her hat, at the top of her hat. So I did pull out some vintage puff balls from my crafty stash. So this is a good old vintage yarn black puff ball. I did add that to the top of her hat. And she appeared to also be missing whatever was tied around her neck. Now she does have this collar there. So this is a little piece of antique lace. That is not permanent on there. That can totally come off. So if you don't like that, you can take it off. And then she has a little bit of wear like down here at her ankles, but no holes really that I can see. There's like a little teeny one like kind of right there, but the rest of her is just really nice. She does have sawdust in her body. I can feel it in there, but she does sit really nicely. And because she has these huge blue eyes, I just love her. It kind of reminds me of a Cupid face. But look at those lashes. She's got huge old lashes. I just love her face. I've never seen a knee hugger like this one before. And because of her blue eyes, I gave her a little vintage black cat cupcake pick with blue eyes. I just thought they looked really cute together. She is large, so she's 9.5 inches tall to the top of her head. Way bigger than a normal knee hugger at Christmas time. And about 4 inches, and then also about 4 inches this way. Okay, so she can sit. You kind of have to plop her though because of the sawdust to get her to sit. You do have to like kind of place her down a little bit harder, but she will sit on her own. But she would look really cute in like a little, if you have a little black like dolly chair or something like that, I think she would look cute that way as well. Love her. She just screamed Halloween to me, not Christmas. She was a Halloween pixie, or she wanted to be anyways. Mm-hmm. She told me so. Okay. I see Renee was in there, and Miss Jamie Jules, hey Jamie, is in at 44. So we're looking for 45 or more. She does kind of look like she's holding a lollipop. I agree, Karen. All right, let's count it down. We're looking for 45 or more, just in case this can be in play during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. What is Parmesan doing? What's he doing?
I'm sweeping.
Oh, he's sleeping. Look at him back there. He's being good for once. Okay. I can't say that very often. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. So at the end, I saw Renee had a just in case of 55. Aaron at Blueberry Barn had a just in case of 68, but Miss Jamie Jules had a just in case of 90. So Jamie, it is yours for 69. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
All right, so my last item of the night is not handmade and or vintage. It's actually very, very, very modern. But like I said at the beginning, if you were here, I made a couple exceptions. I did the Bethany Low piece and now this piece. So just like Bethany Low, this creator is getting pretty well known. So this is it's going to start at, let's start it at $25, please, Amy. This is a Stephen Brown piece, and his company name is Glitterville Studios. And I'll read you a little cap of what this says. Stephen Brown is an author, television personality, and the creator of Glitterville, where every day is a holiday. His wacky and whimsical creations will make your home sparkle and shine for the holidays and every day. And it says that this is handmade in the Philippines. And then it says where every day is a holiday. So I saw this at an estate sale in Pensacola, Florida, and I just fell in love with it.
I love this.
I know, it's so whimsical. And again, I'm very cautious about bringing modern things to a vintage live sale because that's what it is a vintage live sale. But I just had to break the rules with this one because it was so fun. So here is the base. It's like a hat box. And this bottom part here is crazy because it's actually like little shards of like broken glass, like little broken mercury glass, but it's not sharp, but they are definitely glass and rock pieces. So it is textured. And then right here is the little like plaque, and you can look up his stuff again. It's Stephen Brown, Glitterville Studios, but that's his little maker's mark identifier. And then it is essentially a hat box situation. So it is a little paper mache box, and there
I love that you can actually take the lid off.
Yes, and if someone does get this, just know that sometimes these fall off a little bit. So don't worry, that happens. Here is the little tag where it says every day is a holiday, and then the Glitterville Studios on the front. And then it is this giant faux crow wearing a party hat with little gold tinsel at the top and a pink chenille pipe cleaner around the gold party hat. And then on this side, it's got some sequined flowers, some green flowers, a giant flower over here, some more flowers under there, and then this really fun ribbon kind of as its nest. I just thought it was so fun.
It is the party crow.
It is, and he looks pretty real. Like, I don't know what he's covered in, but it is like a fur. It's not just painted. He's covered in some kind of furry texture. Glitterville is very collectible. I actually had not even, I was reading that from the chat. I had not even heard of him until I found this piece in particular. But it is just so fun. So fun. And then you have, of course, the back of the crow, which has more of that like glass and rock, and then the crow feathers, and then more up here. Just, I feel like he would look really well if you like Mackenzie Childs. Like, if you like Mackenzie Childs, he would go really good in that style of decor for Halloween. Also, this is really cute for like a kid's room for Halloween. I like that idea as well. But I am going to start the countdown on Mr. Crow here. I know nobody's offered, but I still count it down just in case someone does want to put in the minimum bid.
Nope. Donna's in there. Just hasn't come into StreamYard yet. There it is.
There is some gold glitter foliage as well. Just so much going on, and sometimes more is more, and I love it. But I am going to start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Oh, I didn't even tell you the height. 12, 11, 10. It's big. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. We're partying together. I carried this home from Florida. I sure did. I had to have him. Oh, and look at his little like boa.
He is the party crow. He's got all the things. All right, Karen's bid end is in there. Miss Donna is your winner.
Yay, Donna! Congratulations. It's so much better in person. You're gonna love it.
You don't have anything to recap, do you?
I don't.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring back, while Arianna is writing that down, I'm going to bring back my black cat shakers, which was my very first round when we were trying to figure out internet connectivity at the very beginning. So
that was my bad.
I'm going to do, so these are going to be a quick claim. All right. So if you want to claim these, I'll briefly talk about them again. In case you weren't here, you missed it. I will just give it a moment for the lag. If I see somebody pop in there and claim these, I'll give it a moment for the lag. If there's more than one person that's interested in claiming these, I will do a quick countdown to break a tie. So it will turn right back into a regular bid round. You can use it just in case, that sort of thing. Okay. So I did have my giant. These are much larger than your typical shakers. I do believe these are range size shakers for the black cat. These are made by Shafford, so they are redware pottery. No chips, no repairs or anything. It's just the one cat here does not have the cork stopper anymore. Okay, but made Japan by Shafford. Big old black kitty. Salt and pepper shakers, although they are making pretty good figurines as well. So these will be 24. So you can type in cat 24 if you want to claim those. Meow meow, cat 24. So the eyes on these guys are cold painted in bright yellow. Usually they are a different colorway, but I really like these. Super spooky for Halloween, or good for every day. 24 cat if anybody wants to claim the shakers. And that was my recap. Oh, I see KP just popped in there. I see you, KP. I'll just give it a second, see if anybody else was interested in there, and then but I'm giving it a moment and I don't see anybody else. So KP, they are yours. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, KP. Yay. Meow meow. All right. Thank you guys. I'm going to get Arianna back up here with me.
There we go. Much for having me, Amy.
Thank you for coming back. I always love to sell with you. We don't get to do it very often. But thank you so much for coming on. I always love to see your handmaids. And your painting is amazing. I can't wait to see what you do for Christmas painting. I will keep an eye out for globes for you as well.
Oh, I appreciate
keep an eye out for some little ones. I don't see the little ones either as often. Usually if I see any, they're like this size or bigger. So
yeah, because I think the little ones go for more because you can set them like on top of a stack of books on your coffee table or like on a bookshelf. Yeah. But I'll be looking too.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so very much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you being here. Don't forget to go over and subscribe to Arianna's channel, The Withering Cottage. And don't forget to email us your information. If you have not done so already, do make sure to do that before the end of the broadcast tonight. And you can find our information afterwards down in the description of the video as well. Big thank you to Karen G and Kim for helping us out in the chat as always. Tonight, you ladies are awesome. And so reminder for invoicing. I'm going to be doing mine on Friday since I do have another sale on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow night for Fantastic Finds here on my channel with Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. Happy to combine ship if you come over there tomorrow night. If you get something else and it's safe to pack everything together, happy to combine ship. But Friday for me, you will see an invoice. I will just email you when it's out there. And when are you going to be doing yours again? Tomorrow.
And I wanted to quickly say thank you all too that stuck in through my terrible internet situation. It means a lot to me that you guys show me kindness and patience. So thank you so much.
It was fine. It was fine. It cleared up as soon as you like did whatever you did and came back. It was fine. So it's fine. You know. Yes, there's a little mixture of Halloween tomorrow night too, Andrea. Yes, a little bit. All right, you guys. Thank you so very much again for hanging out with us tonight. And we will see you back here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget, over on Arianna's channel, you want to talk about your Tuesday sales?
Yeah, I have live sales every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and I want to start making videos again. Life is just really busy. I know I've let a lot of you down. I'm so sorry, but hopefully I will get videos going again at some point. But I do consistently have my live sales every Tuesday night at 7:30. So if you're not doing anything and you want to hang out, that's where I'll be.
That's where I'll be too. So come hang out with us on Tuesday. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, everyone. Good night. Happy Halloween.